Why today matters more than you think. There's a pattern I've noticed in almost every person who's built something meaningful in their life. People think they started because they had a plan, or the right timing, or the right connections. But that's not true. They started because of one realization. Today is the only day that's guaranteed. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when life settles down. Just today. Most people wait because they think their future self will magically be more motivated, more confident, or more fearless. But psychologists call this time inconsistency. The idea that we believe our future selves will be dramatically different than today. In reality, tomorrow, we're almost exactly who we are today. So if nothing changes today, nothing will change tomorrow. So this is the cost of waiting. Let me give you a number that changed the way I see time. The average American spends 2 hours and 27 minutes a day on social media. Nearly 5 months of full-time effort. That's just lost to scrolling. And I'm not sharing this to make anyone feel guilty. Just sharing it to prove something important. You don't like the hours, you lack urgency. Dreams don't die from lack of talent. They die from lack of use. I want to share a real-life story. Maxx Chewning is a perfect example of what can happen when you stop waiting for perfect conditions and start using what you have. He didn't come from money, he didn't have investors, he didn't have a team. He had a camera and a tiny apartment, and ultimately, the willingness to show up consistently. He built ever-forward apparel from his living room floor, folding every shirt, printing every label, packing every order himself. No warehouse, no big budget, just effort. Today's effort multiplied over time. Years later, he launched his company, Sour Strips, not with a huge investor group or a corporate team, but his own savings and belief. He designed the packaging, he built the displays, he filmed the marketing himself. He shipped the early orders, and it grew. It grew because he kept showing up, one day at a time, even when the world wasn't paying attention yet. Eventually, Sour Strips became so impactful, so loved, and so successful that Hershey, one of the largest confection companies in the planet, acquired it. Think about that. From living room shipping labels to global acquisition. And that moment didn't just validate his work, it created freedom. It created generational wealth. It secured his future in ways he could have never imagined when he was filming those videos in his one-bedroom apartment. All of it came from using the day he had, way before the perfect day ever existed. I like to use a second real-life story. Before Harry Potter transformed her life, J.K. Rowling was a single mother living on government assistance. She wrote chapters in cafes while her baby napped beside her. That's no office, no writing coach, no perfect conditions. Just tiny windows of time and the choice to use them. Her life didn't change because she had a grand plan. It changed because she wrote, even when it was inconvenient, even when she was tired, even when it felt impossible. But she didn't wait for the right moment. She used the moment she had. We tell ourselves, when I feel more confident, I'll start. When I have more money, I'll start. When life slows down, I'll start. But here's the truth. Action creates clarity, action creates confidence, and action creates capability. The perfect moment isn't something you find, it's something you choose. We've heard 2 stories. I have one more meaningful story. Richard Montañez was a janitor at Frito-Lay. He didn't have a college degree, he didn't have a corporate title, and he didn't have experience in product development. But one day, a machine produced Cheetos without seasoning. Most people would have just thrown them away. Well, Richard took them home. He used chili powder from his kitchen, and he created his own flavor. And then he pitched it directly to the CEO. That idea became Flamin' Hot Cheetos, a product that generates more than $1 billion a year. Not because he had the perfect position, but because he used a small moment that most people would have ignored. All right, so this is the point where I want to say your hours matter more than your skills. This is something that most people underestimate. 1 hour a day, just one. That's 365 hours in a whole year. That's a full month of full-time work invested into your future. Most people don't need more talent. They need to reclaim the hours they're already losing. 1 hour applied daily can change everything. It can build a business, it can write a book, It can transform a career. It can open doors you don't even know exist yet. Your life changes when your hours change. All right, so here's a gentle push to get you started. Imagine the future version of you, the one who is confident, fulfilled, and proud you didn't quit on yourself. That version of you isn't built next year. It's built today. Not because you need to change everything, but because you need to change something. One step, 1 hour, one intention. Start today. Not perfectly, just honestly. Your life isn't shaped by the opportunities you're waiting for. It's shaped by the hours you use. And today, with all of its imperfection, is the best day you'll ever have to begin. Start small, start scared, start unsure, but start. Because the biggest doors in your life will always open by the decisions you make today.